It's here! It's here! Alright guys, so my wife ordered a present for me for Christmas, and I thought it was going to be Christmas in July, but it's Christmas in August. As you can see, this is from Dyno equipment, and this is the new Trek Motorized Dolly. So we're going to take this thing out in the garage and tear the box apart. Here we go. Alright, so let's break this down for you. Back in October or November, I was looking through my Instagram account and I seen an advertisement for an Indiegogo item, and it was for Trek, and that was from Dyno equipment. I clicked on it, I looked at it, I came home, got on the internet, searched on it a little better, and I thought, man, this is awesome. And the introductory price was very well priced. So I knew that I wanted one, I just didn't have that kind of money at the time. Well, lo and behold, my wife ordered it. I mentioned it to her and she ordered it for me without me knowing, hoping that it would be here before Christmas or at Christmas. So Christmas has come and gone. It is August and this has just arrived. It's a little later than what I thought, but let's get right to it. So this is the starter kit and the curve extension. So let's go ahead and we'll just tear right into this thing. Real nice case, has the Dyno equipment logo. And let's get this thing opened up and check it out, and then we'll get it charged up and hopefully put it to use. So this is the actual slider. This is the module that moves. This was the starter track. And it's actually held together with magnets. So it should just slide together and snap. A little tighter than what I thought there. I figured it would just kind of snap together, but it actually goes together fairly tight. I'm sure over time that will wear itself in. And then there are legs, and then they should snap in, let's see, right here. And this one should snap in right about here. And then that'll adjust the height to whatever you need. And I'm not quite sure if this thing's charged up. It did come with an adapter for your cell phones. Also comes with an adapter for, I think that's quarter 20. Yep, quarter 20 adapter. And then that'll screw onto there if you need that, as well as this will screw on there. So let's go get my cell phone and check it out. Alright guys, so you know how rednecks are. We don't read instructions and we don't follow directions. So let's just take you along here. I did download the Trek app a month ago because I was real excited. It was getting close. This thing was getting ready to ship. So I did download the app. So let's go ahead and we'll click on Trek. And it says select device. Please turn on Bluetooth to continue. So Bluetooth. Alright. So now it's scanning for Bluetooth devices, and I'm not sure if we just slide this thing on there or if there is a release. One Bluetooth device has been found. Enter name here. Select the mode, live. Select the direction. Alright, so, oh man, it's a little noisy. Alright, very noisy actually. Battery is at 62%. And we'll hit stop. Alright, so the next step, we're going to go ahead and unscrew this GoPro off of the tripod, mount it onto here, and we'll shoot some video with the audio just to see how bad that motor sound translates into the camera. So here we go with that. All right, so now we have the camera mounted onto the ball joint there, and we have it set up just half-assed so we can show you guys what it does. And we'll listen to the audio, see if that motor translates into the audio from the camera. If it does, we'll just have to figure out something different there. So I'm going to put this camera in that mount. All right, so what we have here is we have it set for 2 feet at 20 inches a minute, and I'm not sure how they calculate, but 2 feet to me is 24 inches, and if you run it at 20 inches, you're not going to quite make 2 feet in 1 minute as it says up here, but maybe they measure in tens, I'm not sure. So the direction is correct. I currently have and you cannot see this, but I currently have a tape measure laying right here at the beginning of it, and I have it over here to 2 foot, and we'll see how accurate it is when you tell it 2 feet. So here you guys go, get ready. All right, so I'm sure that you can hear that motor running right now because it is kind of loud. Just don't know how loud. Very cool though. The base lights up blue. I'm not sure if the lights indicate how much battery life is left. I'm thinking that it does, because it does have one blue light that is not lit up at this time. It looks like there's 2 blue lights on all 4 sides, but I do have one blue light that is not lit, and that could correspond with this right here because it's only at 58% battery. That could correspond with that. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out as time goes on. Either that or we have a burnt out LED on the base. No big deal, as long as it functions properly. All right, so there's the answer. Let's see if it was my mistake. And it was not my mistake. So right here it indicates 2.0 feet. That to me is 24 inches. But indeed it only traveled 20 inches. So their feet must only have 10 inches. All right, so I'll take this out of the holder while it's still running and we'll check that out. I started it right here with this leg, and as you can see, it ended up right there with that leg. That is 20 inches. So 2 feet is not 2 feet. It's 20 inches. All right, guys, we're going to try to rectify that issue about the 2 feet was 20 inches. I just went into the settings on my phone and it said to calibrate. So that's what we did. We calibrated this thing. So now we're going to go back to simple, and we'll just go to 1 foot, and we will go 12 inches a minute. Yeah, see, it's still saying 40 seconds. 1 foot, 12 inches a minute. So that should be 1 minute. Let's see what goes on here. So currently you can see I have the end set up right there. I have it set to go 1 foot, and let's hit start, and here we go. See if I can put the phone and the shuttle all together here. I don't have the legs all the way out at the end, so I'm hoping that this thing doesn't tip when it gets out past there. It shouldn't. There should be enough leverage on that end cantilever so it doesn't flip. Ew, so that's even worse. That's 8 inches. Anybody from Dyno Equipment, if you're watching, man, what am I doing wrong here? So we calibrated the unit. We just told it to go 1 foot, and as you can see, we started right here with this leg, and right now we're just about 8 inches. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but we'll have to look into it a little deeper. That's going to be kind of important, because if you set up 3 foot of track and you tell it to go 3 foot, by God, you don't want it to stop at 1.5 feet. So that might be an issue. We're going to continue to look into that. But yeah, something doesn't quite add up there. 8 inches is not 1 foot like it said. The other thing that we've noticed so far is on the curved pieces, I've had 2 of them so far, that the magnet that is supposed to be down in there, like it is here, apparently wasn't glued in there very well, so the magnet itself has pulled out. And that is removable. You can remove that magnet, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to put some epoxy down in that hole, because the leg just keeps falling out without that magnet in there. So first thing we found with the dyno equipment, we're not trying to pick it apart by no means, but we did put legs in the curved pieces, and that magnet was not glued in. And if anybody else has had the same problem, let me know. All right, guys, so again, I'm not trying to pick apart dyno equipment. Did travel 20 inches when it was supposed to travel 24, and 8 inches when it was supposed to travel 12. The magnets did fall out on most of the corner pieces, the curved pieces. So what we did was, it was almost impossible to stick that little magnet down in there and make sure that the polarity was correct. So what we did was we took an orange wood stick. You'd probably use a Q-tip and strip off all the fuzzy. We took some JB Weld, mixed it up on a little piece of paper, and then stuck it down in there and kind of twirled it around like that. Once we had JB Weld in the hole, we took this piece with that magnet stuck on the end here, and we stuck that down in there, and then we went ahead and clamped that. After about 5 minutes, we just wiggled that and made sure that that would come out and that would stay in there. You can kind of see that some of the epoxy or the JB Weld did lay on the surface, and that did not affect anything. But once you put that in there, you definitely have to put a clamp on it, because the fit. And when you push that down in there with that JB Weld in there, it actually forms an air pocket at the bottom. So you have to squeeze that air out of there so that magnet will go all the way down. So yeah, we got that fixed, redneck style, a little bit of JB Weld, a couple of clamps, and we're back in business. But if that happens to you, 5-minute epoxy, JB Weld, whatever you have. I don't know about super glue. I wouldn't use super glue, I don't think, but if it works for you, that's great.